My most famous hot dog that has a bunch of Instagram likes, I did a chili and macaroni and cheese on the hot dog, and it was amazing.
I
Wait, so
have
you
had a mac
post
and cheese
pictures of
dog
hot
before.
dogs on Instagram?
Yeah, I post a lot of
That's
food
actually his
pictures.
personal account. It's just hot dogs.
Is it really?
No.
Okay. Gonna say, all right, we asked the right man then.
I make a lot of weird food though, and post it.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
can find
weirdest thing you've
Ryan on
made?
Instagram at hotdog6969.
Welcome to the 37th episode of the Cassidins Creation. I'm your host, Chris Deering. This is the show where I interview bands and public figures from the mathcore adjacent communities. If you beautiful people in chat have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in. I'll try to read them aloud. If you wanted to subscribe, you can get access to the interviews before they hit YouTube or streaming services, and you also get access to some exclusive emotes. If you can also feel free to join us every Sunday and Wednesday at twitch.tv/thecastedinscreation for the live cast. With that out of the way, let me introduce our guest tonight, who released an amazing debut back on September 25th. I'm sad and I don't know why, and will be debuting their new single, Despair, tonight. First time. I'm having someone debut something on here. Welcome in Hornbill.
Welcome to the 37th episode
Hi.
of Cassidins Creation.
Hi.
You're friggin' echoing.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. So tell us who you are and what you do in the band.
First off, thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are
I know
amazing.
I know I said it to you in the beginning thing, but I'm glad that you're alive in Texas and not a popsicle.
Yeah. Everything's like starting to go back. I know like it hit a lot of people really hard. Me, it didn't really hit me. My power stayed on. It just stayed nice and toasty for a while. I couldn't get out to work, but that was that's about it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're all right. But yes, hi, I'm Bob. I play, guitar. I play bass. I sing, and I drive Ryan crazy.
And I am Ryan, and I drum and do a little bit of everything else.
Alrighty. So I'm used to seeing bands named all sorts of weird things, but why Hornbill? Why after a bird?
So, right before COVID hit, Ryan came out to Salt Lake, and we went to the Tracy Aviary, that's downtown Salt Lake, and we got to see like a bird show, and it's meant for like 6-year-old kids and shit, but we went anyway. And we got like birds were flying over our head and stuff, so there was a hornbill, and afterwards we were like, we should probably name this band after that.
Okay.
Yeah, like a shared experience,
Aren't y'all from like across the country, basically?
Yeah,
We
so
are.
I'm in Salt Lake, Ryan's in Baltimore. I used to live in Baltimore. We've played music
Okay.
before, and yeah.
Okay. What made
Just
y'all
couldn't
want to
keep
start
us
this
apart.
up?
We haven't played music in a while, really. And the pandemic, we started this last June. So being home for 3-4 months at that point, I was like getting stir crazy, and I needed to do something. So I just kind of hit Ryan up. I was like, dude, let's do this. And it started out just kind of screwing around, dicking around, and we were like, we might have something here. So we went with it.
So, honestly, I didn't pay much attention to when y'all dropped your album, and I really hate that I missed out on it whenever it first came out, because it definitely would have made my top 10 last year. You got this combination of like memorable hooks and sick breakdowns that take me back to what I was listening to when I first started getting into heavy music. I feel like I'm back in 8th grade going to post-hardcore shows again. So I feel like some of your influences might be like Senses Fail and Chiodos, but like what are some of your influences?
Ryan, you go.
Senses Fail and Chiodos. No, I literally listen to them like at least once a week. Senses Fail, the If There's a Light It'll Find You album is one of my favorite albums of all time. And when I started getting into heavier music, Chiodos came out with the Grand Palace Ballet, and that was one of my favorite albums back then. And so I drum along to that, and that's been a pretty big influence on me. But then on the heavier side, like Periphery, with like the down tuning and all that gent, and then Meshuggah, and then more hardcore stuff that Bob got me into, like Stick to Your Guns and Counterparts and Knocked Loose, as you see behind me.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice! I just now saw that. Nice, man. You got two. Oh no, that one's not Knocked Loose in the back. What's that one in
No,
the back?
they're
Oh, are they
both
both?
Knocked Loose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can see it. Alrighty. Do the breakdowns like put off the math? I'm sorry. Did the breakdowns put off like the math rock crowd, or do you see like everybody coming in from like different kinds of genres?
If I'm completely honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've kind of found this weird little niche, and I kind of feel like it. I mean, obviously, if people are turned off by it, I don't know that because they haven't interacted with us in any way. But I don't know. I kind of feel like we've drawn people from a lot of different worlds because I know that we've gotten people from that very Midwest emo math rock type stuff and to post-hardcore, which, you know, Finch, Census Fail, The Used, to hardcore, more mathcore stuff like You, Psyopus, Ion Dissonance, that whole heavy, weird realm of things. I kind of just feel like it's a magnet for the weirdos.
What genre do you classify yourselves as?
Oh, fuck, dude. The hard questions up front.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say post-hardcore. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Do you agree, Ryan?
I've said everything from mathcore and had people look at me like, "What is that?" to I started simplifying it to pop punk and metalcore and just a little bit more
Pop punk.
broad terms. Yeah,
Pop punk with that
Dude,
screaming, man.
people know what that is, and around here
That's
people
true.
think like A Day to Remember and stuff, and I guess that's close sometimes, depending on the song.
People you know call A Day to Remember pop punk.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
dude.
Yeah, I've heard us described as
Yeah.
metalcore. I've heard mathcore. I've heard math rock. Yeah, I initially labeled this as math rock at first because I didn't know that math rock was mainly that tappy, twinkly,
Right.
Midwestern emo type thing. I just figured, hey, this is kind of rock music and it has mathy attributes. So I was fuck it, math rock. But now it's really post-hardcore with weird time signatures.
Yeah, I would say post-hardcore best sums it up.
So I'm gonna give you what I think the genre is. It's post mathcore. Post mathcore.
Post-mathcore. Okay.
There we go.
All right, just keep adding words onto it.
That works.
But so it's actually like super dark music, and like your artwork and stuff makes it seem like it's gonna be like this happy, uplifting stuff. Why are you putting out art that doesn't match really what's going on with the music? I mean, you have a freaking hornbill on the cover of your singles and stuff, and your album. Well, I don't know if it's on the album, but on the singles, definitely.
We've kind of abandoned that since too. We unknowingly or subconsciously. Because at first we were like, yeah, Hornbill, like let's draw up this cool little bird and have him on everything. And then I drew that flower, and that really stuck for me.
Dude, the flower's dope, man.
I don't know if anyone's a flower nerd out there, but that's a gardenia, and it's wonderful. But what was your question? It's no, so happy stuff, weird, dark. So there's something very alluring to me about oxymorons, and I kind of feel like that's what we are. It's weird, major key, happy music for the most part, and delving into topics more along the lines of horrible mental health and trying to be happy.
Well, let's get into that. Your lyrics are super depressing, and like, is this from?
Thank you.
Is this from your experiences in your personal lives, or is this just you guys telling stories?
So it's all personal. It's all real. It's all uh, very somber. And to depress everybody for a short second here, it's all stuff that I've gone through and am currently going through. Uh, we kind of wanted to do this to make it, I don't know, like a beacon for. It's gonna sound stupid. For like a beacon for hope. Like you can do cool shit and have fun while being fucked up and sad and emotional and shitty constantly. Like there are good things out there, and it's tough to see them in those states. But um,
Dude, that's
Yeah.
not stupid at all. It's wholesome as fuck.
Thank you.
UTP David says that you guys are post math rock dad core. I like that one
Sounds
too.
about right.
I like that one too.
Can we be dadcore if we're not fathers?
True.
If you're a dad in your heart, man, you can do whatever.
Put puppy in front of dad there, and then we're
Puppy
good.
dad core.
I
Yeah.
like it. Full Metal Jacket says all you need is a dad bod. True.
I'm getting there.
We got those.
Yeah.
So, what's the writing process like?
Let's see. Writing process. I kind of just dick around and record rough versions of things I think sound fun and cool. Um, we kind of piece together what I think is a song. I'll send it off to Ryan. He says, this is good or this is bad. And we kind of pretty much collaborate from 2,000 miles away and decide what works, what doesn't work, what flows, what should flow, what isn't working, and eventually come up with more of a structured song. Then I will record everything except drums, program drums to kind of how I'm hearing them in my head. And then I get it back to Ryan. He does his drum wizardry because I am not a drummer as much as I like to think I am. And at that point, he'll record drums. And even at that point, we've heard it enough to know if a song is working, if it's not working, what parts of a song are working and not working. And it's always a work in progress up until when we sign off on a song and we hear something and we're like, oh, maybe we should go back and fix that or something like that. But that's essentially the process. It's long and exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, you
It's
say
tough
that,
'cause-
but you like started in what would you say, July or June or something, and you put out an album in September. That's like super quick.
Yeah.
Have you
it was
heard the
thrown
album
together.
though?
What? Nah, man, it's great. It's great. You guys are awesome.
No, yeah. So we started it in June. We had that album done for September, and then we have 13 new songs for this new album, and that'll be, and they're all done at this point. It's just
They're all
matter
written.
of-
Yeah.
yeah, they're all written and 90% recorded, and we just have to produce them and put the finishing touches on those. But I say it's long and exhausting because we're not together doing it, so that makes it a little tougher. But
You don't have like that back and forth like organically or whatever. It's like sent
Well-
through emails and texts and such.
Oh, we
Yeah,
do
you-
for sure.
we
But-
do, but at the same time, you can't replicate playing a part right then and there and saying, does this work, does it not work? It'll take a day or two to record it, program a drum, and then send it over to him and be like, does this work, does it not work?
Do y'all do like video conferences and stuff?
We do.
Yeah, it's pretty much weekly, I would say.
Hmm.
Nice. So Ryan, you did all the production and stuff, mixing and mastering and all that stuff.
Yes, it could be better. At least on
Dude,
the first
come
album.
on, man. You
I
guys
think
are
it's
you
I think
guys
it's
are
getting
great.
there. Yeah, but yes, I do. So I have a little home studio built up and try to do as much recording as possible. And yeah.
How is the mixing and stuff going? Like, how many times you have to bang your head into the wall before you got the mix just right?
I think each song goes through about 6 revisions, I'd
Damn.
say,
Alrighty.
on average. So that's me. That's from the rough mix to the final, I'd say.
Okay.
At least for the one we're debuting. Yeah, so I think that one had 6. There's a rough mix, and then I'll go through and like tweak a few things, and then print it again, and go listen to it in my car, on my phone, and all that stuff, and then tweak it again, and then go tweak it again, and
And then tweak it again.
yeah, exactly. And then once it's like good, I'll send it to Bob, and then he'll give me his feedback, and then I'll usually tweak it again, and then right before I upload it, I'll listen to it again and tweak it again. Uh,
How do you mix and master your stuff, Chris? Do you send that off to somebody, or do you do that all
Oh, I
yourself?
do it all myself.
Dude, that's sick.
I'm slowly getting better at it. I'm starting to get a little bit better. If you listen to
mean,
like my first album, it's complete garbage. The second one's complete garbage, but by the third one, I was starting to get better, and I feel like every
That's
time
how
it
I
gets
feel.
better.
The first one's raw, yes. The second one I just listened to the other day. It's pretty good, honestly. And then Meme Streams Flying Machines, that's just ridiculous. Like, it's so good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at it, but you know,
You are.
uh, where was I? What the heck? Cricket Slams in the chat says I listened to the whole album on the way home the other day and cried to it. So he's
Same.
starting to like.
I'm
touch-
assuming that's
touch people.
ours, because
Oh,
you
yeah,
might
yeah, yeah,
have
y'all.
bigger problems if you're crying to yours.
You're crying.
With
If you listen to mine and crying, it's because you have a headache. So
You're crying blood out your ears.
you got this new album. You don't have a release date yet?
No release date. We're thinking late summer, just to give us plenty of time to make sure that everything's done properly.
Okay.
When I say properly, that it's Ryan's 10 revisions and then some. And we're hell bent on this one being really fucking good. So we're pulling out all the stops.
Nice. What's different
sure.
this time around than what you did on your first one?
a lot of gear, a lot of new
Yeah.
gear,
Here.
Like what?
new interface, new monitors, new headphones, new microphones, new guitar amps. We're using Neural DSP amp sims now for 99% of guitars, and
Yeah,
Damn,
on
getting professional. I like it.
I'm sad, and I don't know why I used a cracked version of Guitar Rig 5 from like 2013.
Do
Yeah,
you
but
have
this time-
experience recording other artists, or is this like the only thing that you've been doing?
I have a little bit of experience, just with local bands and friends and stuff like that. But I think I've only done 2 albums and an EP and a handful of singles.
Okay.
But I have some of my own music that I recorded and will probably never release. But yeah,
Okay. So you're upgrading the studio, maybe getting into some recording and stuff down the line then for other bands then, huh?
for sure. That's the goal.
Hell yeah. Well, so set the single up for us. What are we gonna hear?
So this song is well, let's just start from the beginning. It's called Despair. It is a song about pretty much no one believing that you feel the way you do. I grew up ever since I can remember, I was just sad and depressed, and I had family and friends not believe me and make fun of me for it, and uh, this is kind of a facetious apology to them. So, um, yeah,
Ryan, you got anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think
musically,
Bob's musically. Um,
we have a
no.
lot to say.
Shout out Bob for his vocal harmonies. I think that's my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, I will say that this one, it's definitely a favorite on the new album. Um, musically, I mean, it's if you liked Pathetic and Submerged on the first album, I think you'll really enjoy this new album. It kind of just an extension of those two songs for the most part. But this song is in that vein, and it's a little crazy, but still pretty and depressing, just like you know.
Alrighty, let's get on into it. Chad, if this is too loud for you guys, tell me and I will definitely turn it down. But here is Despair from Hornbill.
It's your life. Make it what you want. Well, I didn't ask for this. This sudden tribulation. A selfish decision brought me here, and I somehow still search for the love I was supposed to begin that. I'm sorry, I'm an absolute disaster. I'm sorry, but I can't escape this nightmare. I've been burying this pain for so long, torment as long as I can remember. I've been bottling this up and wondering why my heart is so broken. Constant deception from those trying to better their surroundings. Constant despair in this body I inhabit. It was all I seemed to know for so long. I still have a hard time letting anyone in. It hadn't felt like my world for so long. I had to learn the hard way and start over again. I'm sorry, I'm an absolute disaster. I'm sorry, but I can't escape this nightmare. I've been burying this pain for so long, torment as long as I can remember. I've been bottling this up and wondering why my heart is so broken. You fucking belittle me for feeling this way. You wonder why I'm a proper catastrophe. But did you take a second to analyze your reflection? Thanks for nothing, bitch.
Alrighty. That was fucking sick, guys. Holy shit. That was the first time I actually heard it. Like, I love how y'all bring in the breakdowns and stuff. Like, inside of like this happy, math rocky music, you just go in for the fucking breakdown. I fucking dig it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is the album more like this, like showing the contrast between like the really heavy parts and the happy parts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say the majority of the album is similar to this. It's that fine line between happy, crazy, sad, Strange. And then there's a couple of lighter songs, a couple of heavier songs to really punch that point home. But yeah.
Full Metal Jacket says it's Math Rocky Jabberwocky.
That's our genre now. That's our new genre.
Gravedigger saying, did I sense some ion dissonance with that last line?
Not intentionally, but yeah.
Definitely an influence, yeah.
Really, I would not have thought, you guys would be jamming the really heavy stuff for, as that would be a huge influence for you guys.
It's time to take out the trash, bitch.
Yeah, this album has by far our heaviest songs on it. This next album, and also the most stripped down, simple, heartfelt song we've done. It's a huge contrast. But yeah, two of the songs on this album I think are going to be very ion dissonance influenced.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier, Chris. There's one that's very very Psyopus, very in that ion dissonance realm. It's weird and it's heavy and it's just kind of stupid, honestly. But it's good. And then there's another one that's kind of, I don't know, more straightforward, just kind of ass beater.
Ass beater.
That's literally the working title of it. Yeah.
That's fucking great, man. Well, one of the things I really liked from your debut was the song "Wrong." It's such a good way to break it up. The one where you have the beats going on and such. Is there stuff like that on here too? You said it's a stripped down song, so I'm assuming so.
Yes and no. We've actually kind of talked about doing an EP that's similar in that vein. Just kind of doing weird freaking, I was calling it emo trap. I don't know what trap is, if I'm honest, but
I don't think anybody knows.
That's what we were thinking of doing for that, because I do like that song a lot, and a lot of people resonate with it because it is that lighter side of things. It's different and it's weird, but we have talked about doing that. There are songs in the works that we could actually do, but as far as the new album's concerned, we do have that very raw, stripped down track. I pretty much pitched it to Ryan as think like Nirvana unplugged, and it's kind of just raw. And then there's another lighter song or two, but nothing quite like Wrong.
Gravedigger says, "Trap that emo in my ass beats."
Of course.
Of course he would.
So after the pandemic's over, are you guys going to be trying to get together for shows and such?
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan's actually moving out here this spring, summer.
Ooh.
So not only am I thrilled to have him closer to me, but thrilled to actually play these songs with somebody. That's going to be great. And to hopefully try and find some musicians and round out a band and go that route on things. But obviously, yeah, once a pandemic clears and things are safe and we find a way, or assuming that there's places to play too.
Yeah, a lot of places are closing down, man.
Yep.
Yeah. But we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So we got a question that we ask everybody here. How do you dress your hot dogs?
Dress my hot dogs. I'm personally vegetarian, so it'll be a veggie dog first off. But
okay, that sounds disgusting.
Ryan, you go. Come back to me.
My go-to, on the fly, if I'm not gonna try too hard, is just mustard. I don't like ketchup on hot dogs. That's pretty much the only thing I won't put on a hot dog. My most famous hot dog that has a bunch of Instagram likes. I did a chili and macaroni and cheese on the hot dog, and it was amazing.
I
Wait, so
have
you
had a mac
post
and cheese
pictures of
dog
hot
before.
dogs on Instagram?
Yeah, I post a lot of
That's
food
actually his
pictures.
personal account. It's just hot dogs.
Is it really?
No.
Okay. Gonna say, all right, we asked the right man then.
I make a lot of weird food though, and post it.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
can find
weirdest thing
Ryan
you've
on
made?
Instagram at hotdog6969.
The weirdest food. I just have weird timing. Like I'll eat steak. Like I'll make a steak at midnight. Like it's
Okay.
yeah. Or I'll eat cereal like literally all day. There's days where I'll eat 6 bowls of cereal.
I think a lot of people
um,
are like that, actually. It's good to
yeah.
snack on. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with TTC.
I like,
true.
like how
I
you
have-
have the acronym.
Yeah, I don't know. I just put mustard on a freaking veggie dog and I'll eat it, I guess. I don't know.
So what was the last album you guys listened to?
Last album I listened to was The Greatest of All Lost Arts by Lower Definition.
Never heard of him before.
Dude, I think you'd like them a lot. They'll be right up your alley, dude. They were on Ferret Records when like E-Tid and all those guys were big back in the day.
That's a good
And
label.
they're-
Holy shit. What was
Yeah.
it called again?
Lower Definition.
Lower Definition.
And they're honestly kind of similar to us. Post-hardcore with breakdowns and a phenomenal singer. Not that I'm a phenomenal singer. He's much better than I am.
What about you, Ryan?
The last album, that would be Asymmetry by Carnival.
I've never heard of that one either. That's a fun name though.
Yeah, they're
Carnival.
like, well, it's Carnival, but they spell it with a K and 2 O's.
Oh, I know it. I've seen that name before.
Yeah, they're like Australian prog. I'm not like a crazy huge fan of the music, but the drumming and the vocals are some of the best.
Dude, what's the last album you
And-
listened to, Chris?
Me? Oh, it was y'all's, 100%. Whenever I'm like gearing up for interviews, I've said this before on you. Whenever I gear up for interviews, I try to listen to that band like almost exclusively for like the couple days leading up to it. So I've listened to your album has to be like 8 times, something like that, like a ridiculous amount.
All right.
What about y'all's album of the year for last year?
Album of the year for me, I'm going to say it's a tie between Misery Signals, Ultraviolet, and Protest the Hero, Palimpsest.
I didn't know
This
Misery
album's
Signals
great.
released one last year. That's awesome.
Dude, you should
Dude.
stop this podcast right now and go listen to it.
Dude,
It's
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's phenomenal.
fucking good. I mean, you listen to Misery Signal's old stuff and you're like, how does this get better? And they just figure out a way. It went super under the radar, and it's a crime, honestly.
I didn't even
It's-
know they were a band still. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, you must. It's a must listen. Listen to it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
And then Protest the Hero, that album is insane. I was listening to that the other day too, and I realized that we're kind of a less talented and emo Protest the Hero.
You know, when I was listening to y'all's, I was thinking that y'all had a lot of similarities between you and Protest the Hero. Like, a lot
If
of
only
it
I
felt
could
similar.
sing like Rhodey Walker. Oh my god.
What about you, Ryan?
Album of the year, that would be Impulse Voices by Pliny.
Okay. It's a sick dude. So you guys don't have a lot of merch, but you got some, the hoodies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have-
the hoodies.
Nice.
We did a small run of those hoodies to try and raise money for the Trevor Project. We were able to donate a few bucks, and that's awesome.
What's
and
the
helped
Trevor
us kinda-
Project?
Trevor Project is a foundation that helps trans, gay, bisexual, just young minority teens who have mental health issues. It helps them kind of just, I don't want to say get on the right track, because there is no such thing, but it helps them stay afloat and um, just try and make things better for them. They're an awesome foundation.
Well, that's cool, man. So you guys don't have like shirts or anything like that then?
No, we plan on doing like shirts. I'm hoping to do a hat or a beanie, maybe another sweatshirt, even though it'll be the middle of summer. um, for the new album. But yeah, as of right now, there's not a lot of merch.
Okay.
Hopefully to come soon, though.
Okay. Full Metal Jacket is saying the more I watch, the more I like this band. You guys are cool.
Thanks
you.
so much. Yeah.
That is awesome that y'all were supporting like the charity and such. Like that's really fucking cool, you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That was our. I mean, that's when we kind of figured out that we had something with Hornbill. I wanted to make it special. I didn't want to just play music, because I mean, everybody can do that.
Not everybody, but okay.
A lot of people can do that. And I don't know, with my personal struggles and the issues that I have, I wanted to make that the forefront and really kind of advocate. And Jeff had said it really well. Jeff from Nurture, when you interviewed him, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, when he said it's not, or he doesn't like the term advocate. He likes the activist, and being there for being present and doing just physical, tangible things to help, instead of, because everybody can advocate. Everybody can say, yeah, mental health, it needs to be good. Meditate. Like, everybody can do that. I made it a point that I want people to reach out to us. I want people to talk to us if they're struggling. I want people to seek help if they need it. There's been a couple of people that I've gotten really close to through doing that. And I mean, we haven't been a band for a year now, and I've gained some really incredible friends that I would hope that I get to meet at some point in the near future, because some of you are incredible. And it's been through doing that, through really pushing, just for pushing for better mental health. And then obviously, if you're gay, trans, bisexual, asexual, anything, we love you and we respect you, and you deserve love and respect. And the fact that you get any type of feeling that's not that is not okay. So we're trying to, I don't know, we just kind of want to create a safe space and, I don't know, be there. That's not something that I necessarily, I mean, I'm super grateful for the support system I have now, but that's not something I've always had. And I wish that when I was an 8th grader, 7th grader, going to post-hardcore shows just like you, Chris, I wish that I had that. I wish I could talk to somebody. I wish that one of the bands, I mean, you could always go up to a band and be like, hey, I like your music. Yeah, look at my freaking cool Volcom shirt. But like, I wish that somebody would have been like, hey, if you're struggling, please, here's my number. Just reach out.
Hell yeah, man! It's awesome y'all using your platform for good like that. It's always cool to hear when bands are doing shit like that.
Yeah, man, that's why we're doing it. We want to be better for. We just want people to be better. It's just so much shit going on in the world. I mean, Texas just froze over, and I mean, there's people dying every day because our government can't fucking figure out what to do, and like, that's not okay. And we're here for you, and we love you, and the support that we've gotten from this band and from this album and everything has been so humbling, and the amount of gratitude that I've gained in the last year has been absolutely staggering, and I just can't thank everybody enough. So thank you.
Well, that's awesome, man. On another note, Gravedigger says that Bob is the best, Ryan sucks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of fucked up.
He says that he kids that can both ride in the truck with Gravedigger. Who is Gravedigger? Do y'all know who he is?
I have a
I have a
feeling it's our
feeling it's
buddy Jared.
Yeah.
Well, shout out Jared. Alrighty.
Jared,
If it's not Jared, that's weird.
So Ryan and I used to play in a band called Chrononauts in Baltimore, and similar vein, kind of weird post-hardcore, weird music. And Jared was our bassist in that band. He's like one of my best friends ever, and he's a complete goober. But
Oh, that's sick. You guys have music out there on the internet?
yeah, Chrononauts does. There's we did an album called called Humanity, and it was just a rainbow filled in outline of a manatee.
That's awesome.
And that's on. I think it's still on SoundCloud. You can find it there.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Up David's asking, why'd y'all up and leave Baltimore?
My wife and
I'm still here, sort of.
Yeah, you're still there. I know he's saying that too because he's that's under the pier, right? There in Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. Holy shit. Love you.
Yeah, they're incredible.
But yeah, the wife and I had opportunities to go somewhere else, and we did. The humidity, I didn't want to deal with it anymore.
So that's about all I had, unless you guys had something else you wanted to add.
I want to know who your album of the year was.
Oh,
Yeah, same
actually,
here.
I did a podcast with Taylor Bates and Carson Pace, and we went over our top 10s like that we had separately, and we ended up talking about 28 different albums, and it was ridiculous. It lasted 2.5 hours. Like that's how much shit came out last year, right? But my album of the year ended up being "Memory Palace" by The God Awful Truth. Fucking sick band.
Yeah, that album's ridiculous too. And hello, Callous Dow Boys. Hello, Cryptoderia. Those guys. I feel like I've met Scott at some point in the past. I grew up on Long Island, and we have some mutual friends, and I'm pretty sure that I know him, but I don't think he knows it. But hello.
In other words, you're stalking him. So that's that's cool.
Yes, I'm actually not in Salt Lake City. I'm outside his house right now. So.
Alrighty. Well, if you're looking to scratch that MySpace era post-hardcore itch, but also want an updated take on the genre, you should listen to. Dude, it is for real. Like this, absolutely, absolutely. But you should go back.
Can we talk about how much we miss MySpace for a second?
Dude, go for it. How much you miss it?
Dude, I never had a MySpace.
Really?
How did you never have a MySpace?
Did you live under a rock?
I mean,
Yeah,
you're younger,
I did.
but
Yeah, I did.
Chris,
I'm
how
not
old
that
are
young.
you?
I'm 30.
Okay, I'm 31. Ryan's 26, 27.
28. 28.
Tw-
Just a baby.
God.
28.
But
No, I just live under a rock.
but yeah, dude, oh my god, MySpace and finding. I mean, that was nightly, right? You log on to MySpace, find
Dude, yeah, it was so much better for bands, man.
Hardcore to listen to. Oh yeah.
Like they had that rating system where it was like best in like X state and like the city
Dude,
and
yeah.
like the genre and things like that. And Facebook doesn't have shit like that, so a lot of these bands just go unknown. Back in the day, I used one of those bots to like add friends and shit like that. Because I was cheating, and I put out this really shitty like brutal death metal demo. Made 100 of them, sold them for like $5 each, and sold out. Like that's what MySpace does for like these little bands, and Facebook could be doing shit like that, but they're not. It sucks.
Well, they're too busy trying to control our minds, so
I guess
MySpace. Freaking Tom just wanted to connect everybody and make sure everybody was listening to good music, but
That is true. But
were you in Were you in like? So you said you did a death metal EP or whatever?
Yeah.
Or a death metal album. Were you in a band, or was that your own little thing?
It's my own little thing. I've been doing one man projects for a long time. I think I've gone under 5 different names now. So yeah, there's no way you can find the old stuff. The old one was called Human Effluence, and I did put out one album, but yeah, it sounded like garbage. It sounded like shit.
Have you played in a band?
Yes, I was in a band called Giant of the Mountain. They're actually still around. You can probably find their shit.
Okay.
And we actually toured the West Coast, and it was pretty rad.
Dude, that's sick.
Hell yeah, man! It was freaking awesome. Would love to do touring again, but we'll see if this virus ever leaves us.
Yeah, I would like that to happen for
Same,
multiple reasons.
Gravedigger says Hornbill would be his top friend on MySpace.
Are you just gonna have only top 1, not top 8? You got to round that out, Jer.
You didn't rank them when you were on MySpace?
Yeah, I did rank them, and that was the whole thing. I remember, oh my, it's like when Facebook first started and you moved a relationship into, it's complicated. Like if you moved somebody from your top 1 to your top 2 or something like that. Because I remember I did that with one of my ex-girlfriends, and like my best friend, I had switched them around to 1 and 2, and shit got real bad after that.
The next day, like, what the hell? That's crazy. But yeah, if you're looking to scratch that itch, go and listen to I'm Sad and I Don't Know Why, the debut album from Hornbill, which dropped September 25th, and get hyped for their new album. You guys are on Spotify, all the streaming sites, Bandcamp, Instagram, Twitter, and not Facebook. Any other social plugs?
After our talk this morning, I'm going to go on Facebook tomorrow.
Definitely
I can't
should.
guarantee I'll be super active on there, but I'll make it. What's the Field the Dreams thing? If you build it, they will come. So
Dude, exactly.
we'll see all 5 of you tomorrow.
As for me, drop my channel, follow so you always know when I go live. You can also sub to get access to the interviews before they hit YouTube and streaming services, as well as some exclusive emotes. YouTube folks, if you're you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Sorry, guys. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube, folks, if you like the video, please drop a like, click on the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to support me for free. Check out my music, The Sound That Ends Creation, at thesoundthatendcreation.bandcamp.com. My next guest is the purveyor of glitchy, noisy rap, Void Dweller. Join us this Wednesday, the 24th at 7 p.m. Central, right here at twitch.tv/thecast.ends-creation for the live cast. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you had some fun.
Dude, thank
Absolutely.
you so
Thank
much
you.
for having us.
Dude, absolutely.
We talked about being small and all that stuff, but I don't know. It just, the community is extra special, and just, I don't know. I've listened to your music and respected you for a while now, and watched pretty much the first 36 episodes of this. It's awkward as they were in the beginning. And
every episode would start with some sort of technical thing, or me just being dumb.
No, but this is, I don't know. It's been a blast. So thank you so much.
Oh, I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you.
Gravedigger's asking if he could get a hoo yeah. So
Oh yeah!
Can I get a, oh yeah?
alrighty. Well, thanks for being here, guys, and thank you guys for watching and listening.